Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a beautiful day. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So I'm so excited that you're here with me. And today I want to talk about something that I really struggled with for so long. I'm pretty sure that you're going to learn something out of it because we struggle so much with this thing called people pleasing. And recently I was watching a reality show on Netflix, and this main character talked about how she used to be a people pleaser. She is naturally a people pleaser for so long. And I even have fellow YouTubers that I do follow and listen to their content so much that I consume a lot of their content. And they talk about how they are just naturally a people pleaser. And I thought, well, this has been me for so long. Maybe I should talk about this topic. So I hope you stick around and learn some few things. And let's dive into the video. So, first thing, if you want to break the people pleasing mentality, is that you have to learn to say no. Saying no is not an easy thing. Saying no, it doesn't feel comfortable as a natural people pleaser. It feels like you're betraying yourself. It feels like you've done the worst thing ever. So it never feels comfortable. But one thing that I learned is for me to have a sane mentality is to have boundaries and learn to say no. It didn't come easy. So the first thing that I focused on is saying no to the things that I would say yes to before. So like if I'm used to saying yes to helping particular person at a particular area, then I would say no because I don't feel right saying yes to that again. I mean, when you say yes to everything, it drains you internally. It is going against your will, it is going against your soul. Like your heart is telling you don't say yes, but you don't have the strength, the energy to say no. So eventually you're like betraying yourself to please the other person. And in so many cases, we find ourselves getting into deeper mental issues like depression. I realized for the longest time that I had dealt with depression over a decade. It was because I didn't have my boundaries and I wasn't able to say no. So I was constantly draining my energy, trying to please everybody, trying to do the right thing to make them comfortable, like set myself on fire because they're cold. And it wasn't okay at all. It was draining my energy inside. It was making me feel miserable. It was making me feel worthless. It was lowering my self-esteem at some point. The fact that I could not say no, sometimes I would find myself in situations that I purposely placed myself there because I couldn't say no. So, like, saying no is very empowering. It's the first thing that one should learn. I know, like, many people, they constantly say no, and it lives their lives so happily, like, fulfilling because they have the boundaries. They know what they can entertain and what they can't entertain. But for people like us who are soft, empathetic inside, it's hard for us to say no. Sometimes we'll be saying no to other things that doesn't even have a huge impact on our lives, and then saying yes to things that will drain us even more. Like we feel like we owe something to other people, which is not okay at all. I struggled getting out of that mentality, getting myself out of that situation of saying yes all the time, learning to say no. And I can tell you, at first it felt like I've committed the worst crime. Like I felt like I had a war inside my head. But eventually my mind just adopted the idea of me saying no. And I remember that particular year, it was during my healing journey when I started working on my emotional health and my mental health. I was saying a lot of no's, such that a friend of mine once told me, "Oh, Grace, you're saying too many no's like a kid." Because babies don't know how to say yes in most cases. They're like objecting every idea. So assuming that you're trying to tell a kid to wait, they don't know how to wait. They're no, 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 I want it right now, no, no, no. So they don't know how to balance or even be considered. They can't, because they can't reason. So for me it was like I've come out from this hole and I can't say other word than no. And then I would say no and then think, okay, this makes sense. I could, I could figure this thing out and maybe say yes. So I would just say no and then, or say, I can't answer that now. Maybe give me some time. I'll think about it. And if it feels uncomfortable for me, like deep inside, I would eventually say no. But if it's something that I can, I can fix within my plans, I would say, well, yes, I can do this. But that empowerment of saying a no from the word go, that felt so empowering. I remember it used to drain me a lot because I would constantly give out my money, the money that I need so much. Maybe working so hard to get it, and then I would not say no if someone asked for, if I could lend them some, and I'm pretty sure they won't return it. Like, whenever, the moment I give it out, it's gone. It can never come back my way because those are the type of the people that I was dealing with, and they know my weakness is that I can't say no. So whenever they were in that sticky situation, they would just come to me and ask for something because I can't say no. So it was so draining, and I would constantly have a war within myself, within my mind, saying, why can't I say no? Why can't I say that I'm not comfortable doing this, yet I'm just giving away my power. And another thing that was really draining is about my, stuff that I possess, like assuming a cute outfit. If someone, I remember this very vividly, someone asked me, oh, you have a cute sweater, can I have it, can you give it to me? And I said, yeah, sure. And I gave it to her. And when I went home, my mom was asking me, you went out with this particular sweater, where is it? Jokingly, someone asked me to give it to her, and I did. My mom, because naturally she is a people pleaser herself, she didn't know how to say it, but she only said, you know, sometimes you give out things, but not everything. We don't give out everything. Sometimes we have to preserve some things for ourselves. But since it was not coming from a point of strength, like a point that she can teach me how to manage that mental thing, that weakness, or to empower me, it didn't feel like a thing. So I continued messing myself up, getting people into taking things from me, getting people taking advantage of me, and it felt draining. I was most of the time hiding from people, because if I'm giving you the same energy and you're not responding with the same energy, then I'm feeling drained, because it's supposed to be a two-way traffic. Like, meet me halfway, I meet you halfway. If you're gaining something from me, then I need to gain something from you. It's not like I am giving and giving and giving and leaving myself with nothing. So it wasn't as easy starting to say no, but that is so empowering. And the moment I learned to say no, setting my boundaries later on was so easy, because I would meet maybe new people or even my old friends. I would say, you used to me being like this, being this particular version of me. Like, I can entertain this and this and this and this, but let me tell you, things have changed. You can see that I've been working on myself. You can see that I'm working on myself right now. Like, I'm on a journey, but this, I won't entertain this and this and this. And if you can't deal with the new version of me, the one that protects her boundaries, then I don't feel the need of keeping you in my life anymore. And I had to disconnect with a lot of my friends because it was draining, and they couldn't get over the idea of I say yes to everything, that they can take advantage of me. And it's okay, because I changed, they didn't change. And since they are seeing my change as a bother, like, who are you to tell me how to treat you? I know you like this, and I'm going to treat you like this. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to have an argument. I'm not going to convince them to treat me this way or to respect this. There's an easy thing, like just slamming a door, just letting them go. So it wasn't easy. Again, it feels like heartbreak when you have to break up with your friends whom you've known since for decades, since you were little kids. And but it was good for my soul, it was good for my journey, because right now I know the people that I meet, I can tell them, whenever they are trying to cross my boundaries, I usually tell them, I don't entertain this, and this, it doesn't feel okay. If you can't change this, then we can't be friends, we can't be, I can't give you all that power, I can't give you all that energy. So it is not as easy, but whenever you train yourself to do that, it eventually becomes so powerful, and it empowers you, and you can say no as much as possible. You can draw as many boundaries as you want. And I remember this time I was listening to Oprah Winfrey, one of her interviews, and she was saying that she used to be a people pleaser. She didn't know how to say no. So one time it felt so draining, and she was being asked to volunteer for this particular charity event, and she just said no out of nowhere. It just pressured her heart to say no, and it was the most empowering thing ever. And that's when I learned, wow, so many of us out in the world live our lives pleasing others, draining ourselves, pleasing others. So I know not so many people can relate with this video. Only the soft people in heart can relate with this. And I've been having the same kind of friends, so many of them actually. And sometimes, even if you share the same thing in common in someone, you still have to have your boundaries, because people can step all over you, because they don't know where they draw the line. They don't know where you say no. They don't know what you can entertain. They don't know what what is okay with you and what is not okay with you. So the moment you learn to say no, which is very empowering, is the first thing of having your power back. And the second thing is having your boundaries, strict boundaries, even with yourself. Because personally, I've drawn my own boundaries as well. Like, there's some things that I can do, and there's some things that I can't do. Like, it just don't happen with outer people, it happens with me too. So I had to start with myself first. So I hope you can learn that this is not entirely out of your control. You can control that mentality of pleasing everybody, or trying to be at service to everybody, trying to to lay down for people to step on. I mean, it is so disempowering, and this video is all about empowering you. It's to tell you that you can stop being a people pleaser by just communicating your boundaries, or asking questions, knowing that if things will not turn out to your favor, then you have the right to exit without feeling guilt, without feeling shame. And also, again, it's a video to teach you that saying no is where all the power lies. Because if you don't say no, then people will just give you everything, and you just receive everything, the good and the bad, and it doesn't feel good at the end of the day. So I hope you get some help. I hope this video really communicated to your soul, and I'm waiting to hear for your uh you know your response on the inbox, comment section. I would so love to hear your opinion on this, and I hope you enjoyed. So please like, share, comment, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.